Hi, and today we're going to be focusing on balancing because it's a common thing that we hear a lot of in the studio that people want to work on. So balancing is not only about standing on one leg, but moving through all your joints so that your uprightness is going to be better through your day. So we're going to begin with our feet just a little bit apart from each other. The sort of marker we can use is about a fist space between your ankles and your knees. And we're going to start with raising your big toes away from the ground. So lifting the big toes and sending the other 4 toes down to the mat. Now this might not feel very easy, but it's something that we're going to keep working through. Place the big toes on the ground and lift the other 4 toes off. So big toes come up, and they go down, and 4 toes lift up. Now as you're doing this, you're going to probably see a few of the tendons of the feet popping up, but you're also going to start to feel some activation of the muscles under your foot working for you. So balancing, of course, is all about foot strength and foot health. So from there, we're just going to aim our heels down into the ground and lift all 10 toes away from the floor. And you're going to start to lower down from the baby toes all the way to the big toe. I like to think of playing a piano in this movement. So baby toe, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and then big toe. And then again, one more time, raising up and then lowering all the way out and down. So coming up onto your toes now, lifting the heels away from the floor. This is quite an important position. So as you're balancing in this shape, you may feel a little bit wobbly and lose your balance, of course, if you need to hold on to something. But I'm trying to aim the front of my ankle forward and balancing across all 5 toes on each foot, and then lowering the feet back down towards the floor. And then again, coming up, I aim the front of my ankle forward, lifting the heel into the air. So often you'll see sort of a heel drop into the center. You want to feel like you're actually shifting that heel forward, which is what's making the ankle bone move forward, and then lowering down. So on the next one, we're going to add onto the movement, but you're still going to try and feel like you're balanced onto all 10 toes. So we're going to lower the heels just very lightly to touch and then rebound back up again, and lower and lift and lower and lift. And we'll go for 2 more, and then we're going to stay raised on the tops of the toes. And then from here, we're going to come down into about a halfway knee bend. So whatever is comfortable for your knees, you're still up onto your toes, and then you're going to lower the heels down and lift them back up and down and up. And it's hard to start to keep talking through while I'm balancing. So last one, lifting all the way to the top, and then raise back up and lower your heels back to the floor. If you aren't sweating already, good for you, but I am. So now we're going to make a little combination move. We're going to go up onto the balls of the feet again, sink down into that halfway position, lower your heels to touch completely, and then stand yourself up again. So we go up onto the balls of the feet, sink down halfway, heels to the ground, and then standing tall. So you'll notice that I'm wobbling a little bit, and that's quite normal. You're just trying to keep your knees facing forward over your toes so that you're not letting your knees drift out too far to the side or collapse in. And if they do, it's not a problem. You just want to try and get them back into line as soon as you can. So we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we'll lower down. That really lengthens the back of the ankle and into the Achilles. Rise up onto the toes, stand up tall, and then feet back down. We'll do that 3 more times. Sink, lift, up, and down. So right now we're working with our 2 legs doing the same thing, and that's really important that we find balance between the 2 sides. And you might not be able to pick up just yet which side is a little bit easier or which side is that more dominant side. So from here, we're just going to take our legs a little bit wider, and then we're going to go down into a squat shape. So dropping back through the hips and reach your arms out in front of you, and then standing yourself up. So balance, again, as we've discovered, is not just about standing on that single leg, but really making all your muscles of your lower body supportive enough to keep you upright. So a classic sit to stand motion. And then we're going to stay down on the next one, holding your shape. You're going to transfer your weight over onto one side, lifting the other leg, and then lower it back and then change to the second side, up and down. So as we're going through the sideways movement, you're going to notice there's a lot of work on the standing leg, but you still have that nice knee bend. And remember, if your knees are not happy in a deep bend, come up higher, or if you want something to hold on to, that's also available for you. And then switching back to the center and then coming all the way back up. So you can stick with that if you want to, but we're going to progress to the next move. Same thing, but adding on. So from here, we're going to transfer the weight over to a side. You're going to then close your other leg in, and you're going to stretch the leg away from you, bring it back, and then take it to the other side. See if you can keep the same height of your head as you go from side to side, and then just adding on little balance challenges throughout. So kind of like a typewriter movement, moving across the lateral sides over. Oh, I always get breathless when I do balancing work like this. And we'll go one more time each side, taking the weight over to your standing leg. Again, looking at your form of your knee position. And then last one, stretch it away, bring it back, and then find your balance through both legs again and bring yourself all the way back up to standing. So from here, we'll bring the 2 feet together, and you're going to send your arms out to the sides. So just in line with your shoulders, bring them a little further forward so you don't have bunched up neck. And then you're going to close your eyes. So as we're closing our eyes, we've taken away one of our senses for balancing, which is our visual sense. And then keeping the eyes closed, can you raise your arms up towards the ceiling, tapping your 2 hands towards each other gently, and then opening the arms back out. We'll do that one more time. Eyes are still closed as we take the arms up for the sky, and then opening the arms all the way back out again. Keep the eyes closed, turn towards the left side, so twisting in your upper body, make sure your toes are still looking forward in front of you, and then turn and go towards the other side. So feeling through your feet and through the sides of your legs, back to center, and we'll do one more twist to each direction, nice and slow. So you can actually use your eyes behind your eyelids to direct the movement to the left and to the right. And then back to the center, open your eyes and be surprised that you're still standing where you were, and lower your arms down. Now take your right foot and place it in front of your left foot. You want your heel and your toe to be touching each other. So we're going to repeat that same sequence. You send your arms out to the side and find your balance. So again, what are you doing with your shoulders? I feel like my right shoulder wanted to lead up, so just aiming the shoulders down. And then again, I'm going to close my eyes, and you're going to notice straight away that the challenge for my back foot is more than my front foot. And then aiming the 2 arms up, overhead, and then back out. Now, if this is too challenging for you, you're welcome to keep your eyes open, and it's still hugely beneficial. And then we're going to twist towards the left side again. You may find, oh, I might not go as far as I did the last time, and coming back. So when we've got our legs closer together, fall over, and we'll go the other way. So if that happens to you, it's totally normal, and you just come back and then repeat. Or maybe if it's too advanced with the eyes closed, let the eyes stay open as you do your movement. Maybe you're feeling your inner legs working quite well together. Oh, I wanted to do that fast so that I could get that over and done with. And then coming back to center. It's really important that you know that we all struggle with these things, especially when we take one of the senses away. Now place the left foot in front and take the right foot back behind you. And again, arms open to the side. It's the same sequence, nothing is changing. So eyes are staying closed. Feel the back foot. Notice how much work that back right foot is doing. And then raising the arms up for the ceiling. This is definitely not my easier side. And then bringing arms back out to the sideline. And again, raising them above you and opening them out. We're going to turn to the opposite way now if possible. If you started the other way, that's also okay. So smooth, easy rotation line. So the aim is not to whip your body all the way around, but just to get your head turning, your shoulders, your ribs, keeping your legs almost squeezing together through the center line. I almost made it to the opposite way. So gather and then return. And then hopefully you're still with me and eyes are open, and then arms are coming all the way back down. So just a few fun little things for you to incorporate into your daily routine to improve your balance. One more thing is when you're brushing your teeth or washing your dishes, try do that standing on one leg. Maybe resting your foot here or having the foot tucked behind you, and then remember to also change your feet. That's also going to improve it. Have a great day. See you next time.